Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. It is Snark Week, and if you are just joining us, Snark Week is basically Shark Week, but I snark on people. It's not as good as Shark Week. Anyway, I'm at Mark's property here in Ottawa, and this is where I've come to do this, and Mark and I are doing some videos about his treehouse, and hanging out, and having fun. And Mark's going to be on a few of these videos. We're going to do all the house tour, while I have Mark with me, we're going to do some house tour videos. Because you guys loved it so much, we're going to bring Mark on for a couple more. We're going to do Jeffree Star's house. We're going to do Ace. You know what? Leave a comment below. Any house tour you guys want us to dig through, we will dig through it. Mark will try to snark. He can't, but he'll try. Anyway, today we're covering the Channon Rose. It's not really snarky. I guess I will snark on a little bit. We're going to talk about this whole thing going on with Channon Rose. If you don't know who Channon Rose is, she's an ex-porn star who did some crazy PRN. Okay, she did some nuts stuff. It's not just a regular adult actress. She did stuff which we're going to cover today. You know, trigger warning, we are going to be talking about this kind of stuff. Do not let your kids watch this video if they're in the room. There's not going to be dancing anyway because we can't. So I want to let you guys know this is not for children or teenagers. This is an adult conversation. Make sure you know that before we continue on through here. And so the premise of this video, I've been covering Channon Rose for a little while. She's just the nastiest, exploiter of all time. It's not even about her adult actress lifestyle. It's about this idea that she's just crazy. She's nuts. Okay, so we're gonna get into this video right now, and we're gonna go through it. Let's see what she's crying about. So this video is called "Discriminated Against for My Past PRN." All right, which is Pern.
Hey you guys, it's Channon Rose, and in today's video, I kind of
nice graphic.
want to just talk about something that I've been dealing with for a while now, and
the jammies are cool. They're not. I'm joking. They're bad.
And I haven't been able to talk about it legally. But recently, something happened.
She can't talk about it legally. I think she's likely been paid off or signed something, but now she's talking about it. So let's get to it.
That really hurt me so much that I felt like I was obligated to make a video about this, because I just feel like it's so wrong what's happening. And I know it's not just happening to me, but other people also, that I feel like I want to speak up about it. I recently posted a picture on Instagram of Snow, my 2.5-year-old daughter.
Oh, also, if you didn't know Channon Rose's kids, one of their kids' name is Snow. The other kid's name is Storm. Snowstorm. I kid you not. That is the truth. Okay, cool.
And she was wearing a headband, similar to the one I'm wearing now, from a company called Natural Life. And I recently found this company and fell in love with them. I loved all of the fun colors.
Did you? Okay.
Loved all their inspirational, positive quotes and mantras that they had. And I loved them so much, I ordered hundreds of dollars of products from them.
Ooh, hundreds of dollars. I mean, you know the price of clothes right now? Hundreds of dollars, that's like a pair of pants and a t-shirt right now. So, okay. Also, who's paying hundreds of dollars for headbands? That's your own fault. You should be ashamed of yourself.
And I also ordered some headbands. And in this photo I posted on Instagram of Snow, my daughter, wearing their headband, I had just tagged them in the post because a lot of people always ask where I get stuff, and people had asked about the headband.
I can't stand the standard family vlogger banter. No one, who cares about these tiny, shitty details? Give me the tea, please.
One of my YouTube videos that I had previously posted wearing it, and so I tagged them. And I have been dealing with a person, and
okay.
I say it's a person because I'm pretty sure this person has multiple accounts, but every time that I post with a friend or a family member, or even like sponsored post, they always go after whoever I post with.
So she's got crazy haters who go after their sponsorships and say, hey, just so you know, sponsorship person, here's who you're dealing with. And the sponsorship tends to be like, oh, guys, if you're out there and you're a sponsorship and you're trying to sponsor family vloggers, don't, okay? Do your research and who you're sponsoring. Family vloggers are exploiters of children. At her core, Channon Rose is a exploiter, okay? Forget the past. Forget what she did in the past. We will cover it today, but forget all that. And even at its core, she is an exploiter. The end.
Saying that, like I used to do porn and that they shouldn't be associated with me because I did porn.
Something tells me that's not, yes, but not what she's about to say. It's the type of PRN she did, and we'll get into it in a minute. And it's actually, I can't believe I had to go research all this. It's disgusting. And you guys are going to be like, what? Because I was like, what? Mark's here because we're going to do a video after this. And I'm going to show him and see what he says.
And, this is something obviously like I've been dealing with for years now with this person who's been like constantly harassing me and harassing brands I work with and also just like friends and family. And as most of you guys know, because I've made videos about this in the past, by the way, I did porn like 20 years ago. It's been almost 20 years since I've done porn or anything like adult related.
Okay, let's be real though. And this is why I've said this a lot, especially about family vloggers. The internet is forever. So yeah, you did it 20 years ago. You could find that stuff in 10 seconds. That stuff is on the internet forever. And it's not even just the adult stuff, right? We can, the new world of like acceptance and all that stuff, you can say what you want. But we're going to get into the actual stuff that she did. This is the thing that scares me most about Channon Rose. She will do anything for money. And the fact that she migrated towards family vlogging and exploitation of children should be no surprise to you that this type of person does this. It's, you make these types of decisions for your life where you want to be famous and make money using your body. Do what you got to do. But as soon as and I will argue then, a lot of people get mad at me for saying this. But if you choose this industry to be in, I'm not saying you forsake your ability to you forsake the idea of having kids, but it's a selfish thing to bring children into a world where there is public videos of you doing what she did out there. Not just PRN, but the other things we're going to discover here in a minute. A lot of people were talking to me about like, so I'm in SCX work and I have children. Is that okay? Sure. I'm talking about the public. If you're out in the public doing it, if you're going to do adult work that is private and no one will know, whatever. My problem is, and I think a lot of people agree with me on this, is if you do a public adult work that is accessible to anybody, specifically when your kids get older and anybody can find that. Teachers can find it, friends can find it, parents can find it. I feel like there is a nuance there. Not saying it's all to be wrong. I'm just saying you have to admit that you are being selfish. I don't care. I said it.
And I made fetish videos that were...
Watch her downplay this.
Very controversial. And
yes, they are.
But I think what some people forget is that those were videos where I was acting and had a script.
Let me stop you there. It doesn't matter. People, and let's bring up one of the things, okay? So we're going to show you this picture here. This picture is a video where she did Nazi fetish porn, okay? Now, think about this for a second. I've been covering The Bachelorette. This guy, Chris, I've discovered this, okay? He got canceled. Okay, hear me out. Because one of the bachelorettes, or one of the girls who was on the show, who got chosen or something, went to an antebellum-themed frat party, okay? Which people consider racist, okay? She went to an antebellum-themed frat party, was canceled because of that. And this guy, Chris, came out and said, hey, why don't we not jump to conclusions? Why don't we just give her the benefit of the doubt? Let's have some grace and understanding. He got canceled for saying, let's have some grace and understanding for this person. That's what he got canceled for. He wasn't racist. He didn't say things racist. And I don't even think that bachelor girl was racist. He got canceled for standing up for somebody who went to an antebellum party in college. Okay? Let's be real. That is stupid. That is a stupid cancellation. She did Nazi porn. Dressed up as a Nazi, as you can see here. Okay? So yeah, you can just talk about, oh, I just did some fetish stuff. It is what it is. No. People have been canceled for so much less than this, and she has it on the internet, and it is there, and she made money on it, and likely still makes residual money. I'm pretty sure she's in charge of her portfolio. Like, I think she has rights to her portfolio. She makes money still from the adult films that she created. And not just Nazi PRN, okay? There's others we're going to get to in a second. Let's hear what she has to say.
I did not do those things in my personal life.
Hear what she just said there. Because I was acting as a Nazi person in this fetish porn, it's not me in the real life. I was acting. Okay, but you did Nazi fetish PRN for people who are into that. I'm sorry, you can't separate. You're not allowed to separate. That's just not something I'm sorry. Nope. And I think anybody in the reasonable world where we live in right now, where everybody's being canceled for racism and all this stuff, that right there, this is why brands don't want to advertise and should not advertise with her. They need to be 400 yards away from Channon Rose because of just that stuff she did. That is smart for any brand to disassociate themselves with someone who did Nazi fetish porn, okay? Sorry.
And so I think that people have a hard time disassociating acting from real life.
No. That's not what people have a hard time with. It's dumb.
But that's not the point. The point is...
Yes, it is the point. Oh, she's going to cry because she did Nazi fetish porn, and she's going to cry now.
I told myself I wasn't going to cry in this video. Because I don't want people to feel bad for me.
But I'm going to cry. And I want to be honest with you guys. She did this video to mobilize her fans to go after this company of the headband company because they were forced to apologize. Right after this video, they apologized. And they should not have apologized at all. And so she's mobilizing these people to feel bad for her because she's got the people that think Channon Rose is a good mother or a good influencer. You people need better influence. Like you were failed. You were failed if you look up to this woman as a person that you'd like to be like. Nope. And it has nothing to do with, it has everything to do with everything. Take SCX Works out of it. Has nothing to do with that. Just basically on alone, the lie she creates. Homeless people are all drug addicts. She filmed a dead guy in a bathroom and made money off of it. She talks about her kid almost being kidnapped by a crazy, like, she's terrible. This person is a terribly judgmental, disgusting person and did fetish Nazi porn. So just that's a cherry on top of how bad she is.
And nor do I think they should. But I just feel like this has been happening so much and I haven't been able to talk about it because a lot of the companies that I work with, I sign contracts with, and I've basically been paid hush money because this person who's been harassed.
It's not hush money. She signs a contract, okay? They have to honor that contract. It's not hush money. They say, look, we're going to pay you because we did this contract. They just don't want her to advertise their products. It's literally cheaper for them to give her free money after realizing who she is. And it's on them. The company's stupid. And I hope they fire the people that are looking for these influencers. I'd be like, hey, did you hire this girl that did Nazi fetish porn? Maybe you shouldn't have done that. They'd rather just give her the money and say, don't put the advertise. Here's some free money. It's not hush money.
Me and all of the people that I post with, or brands or whatever, have made me take my post down or whatever just because I did porn.
No, you're missing it. It's not just because you did porn. It's because you did Nazi fetish porn. Okay? And I hope she talks about it soon. She killed animals in one of her videos. There's a video which I'll show you here in a second. I'll blank it out obviously. But she crushed animals for porn. And I hope she talks about it soon. It's not just, okay, she's trying to say, oh, I did sex work, so don't shame me, because we live in a world right now, no kink shaming, no sex worker shaming, all this stuff, and it's like, be who you're going to be and all this stuff, and hey, if you're a consenting adult and it's not going to hurt anybody around you, cool. Again, kids are involved here, so there's a nuance to this, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about something way more disgusting that is out there that your kids are going to see forever, and their friends are going to see, and the teachers, and their possible spouses, their possible, the list goes on. Is it right? I don't know. She shouldn't have, I'm just saying, When you make a decision to do this type of thing in your life, to be paid to kill animals on camera, to be paid to do Nazi fetish porn, do you really think that you're not going to be held accountable for that later on in life? It's not even about the porn. It's about the disgusting side of it.
And they don't want to be associated with someone that used to do porn like 20 years.
Again, associate with someone wearing a Nazi bikini. That's what they don't want to be associated with. Let's be real, everybody. She's diminishing. She's saying, and that's the problem. And she's going to mobilize people to go after these companies without those people knowing what she really did. Those companies are smart for not connecting with her on that.
Like, I'm a totally different person now. And the reason I get upset is because, not that, like, I'm upset that, like, they don't want to work with me or, like, they don't want to be associated with me. I get upset because I worked so hard to change my life around. And I know that other people that watch my videos, maybe...
I'll stop you there for a second there, Shannon. Now, I want to give her some props here. We know that Channon was in the sex industry, which is really, really difficult to get out of because it's generally coincides with massive amounts of drug issues, which she also had. So congratulations on getting out of that industry. Now, she talks about being reformed from this industry. We have to stop there for a second and say, reformed from what? If it's nothing to be ashamed of, what are you reformed from? If you got out of it and you escaped from that hellhole, what's so bad about it? You're talking here now that, hey, I should not be shamed for being in the sex industry, but I escaped this crazy industry and I'm free from it. I changed my life. Changed from what? You're telling everybody it should be fine. But at the same time, you just said there now, it's not fine. You say you escaped from it, right? But I do want to give her props. I think she did overcome her drug habit and everything else, and so congratulations. And she tends to be kind of a vanilla family vlogger. She doesn't, but she, like, let's go through her videos real quick, right? She's got, where is it? Here's one, smelly, itchy vag. Watch this video. How to get rid of cat odor. 5 mistakes not to make when trying to get pregnant. The gross things I did escorting. Okay, this is a family vlog, everybody. So there's countless of these videos. So she still monetizes the fact she did all this. She has books about it all. So she's a complete and utter absolute hypocrite. The end. Sorry. Like, she's lying.
So, like, you know, are doing things that maybe they're not proud of or are going down the wrong path, but then see...
What's the wrong path there, Shannon? Are you telling me that, are you telling everybody right now that doing PRN is the wrong path? Because if that's the case, your messaging is off. You're telling people that I shouldn't be ashamed of my past, but then you're just saying it's the wrong path. Which is it? Is it the wrong path or is it not?
People like me and are like, you know, she changed her life around and now she has a great life and she's so happy. And, you know, like, I feel like I've inspired a lot of people to change their life around or not.
Okay. Again, a lot of people are like, well, you made those mistakes in your past. Should we be held accountable for mistakes in the future? I mean, no, if you change your life. But the problem is sometimes you're going to make a choice when you're younger that is going to haunt you for the rest of your life. And that is just the nature of that thing that you've done. Like Nazi porn. Like killing animals porn. Okay? These are choices she made as an adult, not even as a kid. She wasn't coerced. She made those choices. And they will haunt you. Everybody makes a choice in their life sometimes. Lots of people make choices in their life that will haunt them. Choices we've all made that we wish we didn't make. And this is a choice she made. And so she did that. And it's the only person to blame here, Shannon Rose, is Shannon Rose. Right?
Commit suicide and like so many things where I feel like I've helped people. And I feel like everybody deserves a second chance at life.
But you're not talking about second chance because if she was really reformed like she said she is, she literally makes, I don't know, maybe even more money now off of her past life and what she did in the industry than she did then. Because she still glorifies it. She still talks about it. She still makes videos about what she did in the industry, how many guys she went through and how many things she's had in her mouth. She does all those videos. She still glorifies it completely and makes a ton of money off it. So there's no reformation here. She's talking about how she's better and she's different, but she still completely capitalizes off of it.
So when I feel like, you know, I can't talk about the companies that I've worked with because, like I said, there was a contract. I'm not allowed to legally disclose things. But if you've seen me take quite a few of my sponsored posts down, that's why. It's because there's somebody that's harassing these companies and sending them my old porn videos from like 20 years ago.
Again, it's not harassment. When you say, hey, just so you're aware, and maybe this person has a vendetta against Channon for whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't want to see a person like this celebrated. But in the end, if it's, here, I'm going to send you these 2 videos she did. Here's one of her killing animals, and here's one of her in a Nazi bikini doing Nazi fetish porn. Is this someone you want to be associated with? Any company in the world is going to be like, oh, whoops, right? They're not shamed into it. They're not harassed. They're like, wow, we didn't know. We probably should have done our research.
And then the companies are coming back and saying, we don't want to be associated with you, and basically discriminating against me and my past. Because
that's not discrimination. A company is allowed to work with who they want to work with. They can change their mind. It's not discrimination. If they were discriminating you against like your skin color or something, that's different. If you did something like this, Nazi porn in your past, a company has the right to say, nah, we don't think this aligns with our values, and so we're going to back off that. That's not discrimination. She's wrong about that. If that was the case, she would sue them and she would win, but that's not the case. A company has the right to to change their mind about who is representing them. And if you're having someone who kills animals on a fetish porn video and does Nazi fetish porn, they have the right to say, we don't want to align with those values.
My past. Well, this comes to now, but I've never talked about this. Like, I've never publicly come out and said anything about these past companies because legally I'm not allowed to. They've literally paid me hush money because they don't want to
lie. Those companies should sue her for saying that. Unless they did pay her hush money and she signed an NDA. It's not hush money. They likely just paid her contract out and said, please just take the post down, we'll still pay you. That's it. There's just no residuals. There's no more of them coming. That's why she gets the money and then they don't want to do more with her because they're like, no. What company wants to be associated with someone who did stuff like that? Who in their right mind would?
They don't want to be seen as a company that's discriminated against somebody because of sex work.
Again, it's not the sex work. And she's saying that. And again, these companies, I hope they come out and sue her for that because that's slander. They're not discriminating against you on your past sex work. They're discriminating you against you doing Nazi porn and killing animals on TV. That's it. I got to say it a million times because clearly she's not hitting her head.
So this brings me to this new company, Natural Life, that, like I said, it was like my new favorite company. I don't like companies, like, there's no companies that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like my favorite company. I love this company. Like, I want to buy all their stuff. And this was like the first time I found a company that I really loved.
It's a headband. Chill.
And I think this is why I'm so hurt by this, is because they didn't sponsor me. Like, they don't even know who I am. But I recently, literally like right before making this video, I got an email saying that like my order has shipped because I ordered a bunch of stuff from them. Like, this troll or whoever it is, person that doesn't like me, that has like probably 20 accounts, will probably, I'm assuming, reached out to this company and said, hey, you know, this person used to do porn, but this company did something that no company has ever done to me. Not even companies that have sponsored me, like big, huge companies. And this company...
Get to the damn thing what the company did, please. Holy shit.
Blocked me on Instagram.
Oh, harsh. I would too.
And the reason that I'm upset...
They blocked you because they don't want you tagging them. They don't have any recourse to say, please don't. So what they do is they block you, not necessarily because of anything, just like, hey, block her. Then she can't tag them in these sponsored, because some people might construe it as a sponsored post, right? And so she does a post where she talks about a product because she's an influencer and they assume that this person's sponsoring it. That company says, well, we have no recourse because we're not paying her. We can't ask her to take it down. So we block her so that she cannot tag them. That's likely what it is. It's not, I don't think it's anything crazy. It's just like, don't let her tag us because we don't want to be associated with somebody who does what she did. And like, I gotta find the video now. Where is it? Like, as the mods and I were going through all this stuff, like we're all discussed. Like, there's nobody who can sort through this type of behavior and not be sickened by it. When your first inclination, especially if your Rockosaurus Rex is like, one of my mods is like, teaches me things, and she's like, this is disgusting. I mean, it's gross. But this is her doing a video. Okay, trigger warning, animal abuse.
Oh, me, dude? Come on. What are you gonna do? Try and get me. Try and get me, fool. Oh, what's the matter? You can't get up?
Okay, I'm not gonna show you guys around. So you watch that. I didn't want to watch her killing the animal because I cannot. I love animals and I don't like when animals get killed. So Shannon Rose, you can go F yourself. You killed an animal on camera and you're laughing, you're holding your vape pen, you're in your bikini doing PRN, and you're sitting there talking about how you're so innocent and all that stuff. I'm not even gonna. But just I wanted to show you guys all that stuff because after I watched that video of her killing an animal, I didn't want to give her any more time on here. I'm absolutely and utterly, completely disgusted with what she did, and everybody should be. So companies who don't want to be, can you blame a company for not wanting to be associated with someone who did that? Yeah, it was a long time ago, but you did it, and it's still available online. I can find it like that. You made a choice to do something crazy when you were young and dumb, and still are, and that is going to live on the internet forever. And yet you feel like you should be absolved from all that, and maybe you should be. I don't know, but the case is that it is out there, and so you cannot blame a company for not wanting to be associated with someone who did what we just saw in that video. I didn't even show you guys what she did at the end because I can't watch it because it disgusts me. So I don't care if anybody wants to come at me for like sex shaming or whatever. What she did right there is there's no protection. You can't come at me and say, oh, you're being mean. What she did right there was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, taking advantage of kids is the worst thing, which she also does, by the way. She exploits children. But killing innocent animals, you should be put in jail for that. I'm pretty sure that is illegal, what she did there.
Because this is a company I really like.
Boo-hoo.
Like, just...
Now that you've seen that video and you're probably angry with me, watching her cry about a company blocking her on Instagram, doesn't it just, like, make you think, put it in perspective for a little bit, lady. Look what you did. Take the hits. You made the choice. Just deal with it. You get to suffer the consequences of the choices you made. That is how the world works. I can't believe she hasn't been canceled. Just on the Nazi stuff alone, people have been canceled for way less in this world about consorting with Nazism, okay? And killing animals. And she's just out here making money, crying with her fake lips on YouTube.
Personally, I really like their company and I bought their stuff off of their Instagram. And you might be like, Channon, like, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
You can't buy stuff off their Instagram anymore, but like, it's the fact that they discriminated against me.
No, they did not. They didn't discriminate against you for you. She's lying here. I hope this company sues her. It's not discriminating to block somebody. That is not discrimination. To not want to sell you stuff, I don't know if that's discrimination, but at the same time, here's how you do that. If you don't like how a company runs, you can vote with your wallet. You can say, hey, look, everybody, I'm not going to buy your stuff. That's how you do that. And she mobilized her crazy stands to go after that company, and they were forced to apologize and unblock her. And now we need to go after that company and say, no, you were right, and you shouldn't ever stand up for someone who kills animals and who does Nazi porn.
Because I used to do porn, and now I'm not allowed to buy clothes for them. They're not
You can get clothes elsewhere.
allowing me to buy anything from their company anymore by blocking me so that I won't post with their stuff. Like, I'm so hurt by this. And the thing is, you guys, it wasn't even me. It wasn't even me posting with their stuff. It was my 2.5-year-old daughter that was like wearing their headband.
I can't even listen to this. Let's fast forward it.
Sticker on my laptop.
Oh, she put her sticker on her laptop. Mark's over here. He's like this. Oh my God. Oh, she put their sticker on her laptop.
I thought that they were a company. Like, literally, this sticker says, like, love is the answer no matter the question. That's why I love this company so much, because I thought that they accepted everybody.
You know who they don't accept and nobody should accept? Okay? People who kill animals, innocent animals. If you kill innocent animals, specifically for money in a porn video, I'm sorry, there's no forgiveness for you. I won't forgive you. I don't think that's forgivable. I don't care if you made the decision a long time ago. That is illegal. You killed animals. Where's PETA in all this? You literally killed animals for a porn video. And you think you should just be like, hey, don't worry about it. All good. That was your past. Too bad. You made the call. You made the decision. You were an adult. You got paid to do it. A lot of money probably. And you took that money and you put it in your pocket. And then you continued on with your life. And then you brought children into this world. To live in this world that you have created. that you're suffering from, and admittedly suffering from the choices you made from your own. You brought kids into this world that you admittedly suffer from your choices. I do not feel sorry for Channon Rose. Nobody should. She should be canceled.
And loved everyone. Like, it was like a fun hippie, like, we love everybody company.
Well, thank God hippies don't like Nazi porn and animals killing animals for fun. Thank God.
But that's like so far from
She said she promised she wasn't going to cry. This whole video she's crying.
truth.
Maybe you shouldn't have put that much mascara on before you cried.
I said it would be one thing if like they just didn't like my posts, which I don't expect them to, but to block me on Instagram.
How many people have you blocked Channon Rose on Instagram? Is that discrimination?
I can't even see like your account anymore, and I can't.
This is so annoying. She's fake crying, first of all. She sounds like a 5-year-old crying because she didn't get a banana. Or you gave her a banana with a brown spot on it, and she's like, like she sounds like a child. This person is not developed. She's literally a child.
Buy from my favorite store because I did porn is just like so disheartening, and it like really hurts my feelings.
You know whose feelings you might have hurt? The animal you killed.
The thing is like I can't do anything about my past. I can't go in my.
You can. Exactly. What she's saying here, she can't do anything in her past. Well, you still made the choice. You have to live with the consequences. These are things we should be teaching our children these days, and we're not. You are going to make dumb choices that you will live with for the rest of your life. This is why her parents clearly failed her. This is why we need to be better for our kids. We need to teach them the consequences of actions. Right now, we live in a generation where we're telling our kids that there is no consequences for their actions, that it's everybody else's fault. And we need to dial that way back, start reteaching our kids that they are responsible for the choices that they're going to make. That they are. And if you make a choice like this, that will haunt you for the rest of your life. And too bad. You made the choice. That is it. People are in jail for murder. They made a choice. That was a dumb choice. A lot of them regret that choice. But they're in jail for the rest of their life because they made that one choice. She's trying to say, well, I did that and I shouldn't have to be held accountable for it anymore. Too bad. You made the choice. You did it. And you are. And that is the reality of what you did. What an idiot.
Past and like change what I did, but like you can change your future, and I think that I've shown the world that like I'm a totally different person now.
Oh, are you? Really? No, you're not. Again, still capitalizing on all of it, talking about the disgusting things you did, and you celebrate it. You have children, okay? You still think people are terrible. You still think homeless people are all mentally ill and are drug addicts. You are a terrible person. We have covered that time and time again. Channon Rose has not redeemed herself. She has not come out from the other side like Shawshank Redemption to the old tube of shit and came out the other side clean. That's not what she has done. Okay? She still is disgusting. Terrible.
The thing is, I'm not a bad person. I want to be.
Hey, Channon Rose, did you kill an innocent animal on a porn video? If the answer to that is yes, you're a terrible person. Yeah? All right. Thumbs up if you agree, everybody.
I shop at my favorite stores, and now because of like this troll and whoever's working at these companies are discriminating against me in my past, and it just really hurts my feelings, and it makes me feel like what's next.
Here's what's next. Get off the internet. You had a choice. You could have lived in the adult industry, did all the crazy stupid things you did, and then not make a YouTube channel and continue on in the public eye. You could have escaped from the public eye by not putting yourself out there on the internet. That's one way you could have mitigated all this. She's trying to say, I want to live in this world and make all the money exploiting my kids and not have to answer for the problems of my past. Right? No, not cool. You just didn't have to. You know what? She could have gotten out of the porn industry, not started a YouTube channel, not been in the public eye, and she probably would have been fine. So, again, everything she has done up to this point is her own doing and her own fault.
It's a really good thing that like I am like in a good place mentally right now.
Yeah, you look it.
Because if I wasn't on like medication, like this is like stuff that can drive people to commit suicide, you know?
You should see Mark's face right now. She's basically telling this company that if I wasn't on meds right now, I would commit suicide. Can you imagine someone saying that? Like, is this someone who is of sound mind and good decision making? Who doesn't, like, does that sound like someone you want to be influenced by?
Like, I don't want this to happen to somebody else.
Nobody else did what you did, Shannon Rose. Who else is out there being discriminated against for killing animals and doing Nazi porn? Who else? I don't want the next person who did Nazi porn to be held accountable for their act. Give me a break. Piss off.
And that's why I wanted to make this video. Again, it's not for people to feel bad for me. It's because I don't think that they should. It's not for you to go attack this company. It's so...
Yes, it is. That's exactly what she wanted you to do, and that's exactly what the people did, and that's why the company was forced to apologize.
It's so that people...
Okay, I can't even do it.
People for mistakes. Every single one of us, I'm sure you watching this right now, has made a mistake in your life.
Yeah, Shannon Rose, I made a mistake once. I got a speeding ticket. Once. I was speeding. But I didn't kill innocent animals and do Nazi porn. Let's be real. There is a scale of stupid shit people have done. And yours is on the far end of the dumbest shit you could possibly do. So don't compare everybody has done something stupid to what you did. So I hate this person.
Would you want whatever that mistake was to be held against you for the rest of your life? Or do you believe in second chances?
Well, you've had more than 3 or 4, so.
I mean,
Anyway, she just repeats herself.
In the comments,
Yeah, here's what I thought. Anyway, stupid. So, not very snarky, but that's one of those videos that just really got me. I can't believe that she's so obtuse. She doesn't understand the ramifications of what she has done. Like, how dumb can you possibly be to think, oh no, we're all good here, good to go. What an idiot. Shannon Rose, the fact that you did those things, the choices that you made, regardless of whether you're on drugs or whatever the case, you made those choices as an adult. They will haunt you into your future. You chose to go back into the public eye by making a YouTube channel where you talk about your life and you exploit your children and hate your husband and all this kind of stuff. You chose that path. You did not have to do that. You could have lived a life outside of that. You chose this idea of being an influencer, and these are the consequences of doing that. If someone doesn't want to be connected to you because of what you did in your past, that is absolutely up to the company to do that. And this happens all the time. And it should be happening to you. You should not get any sponsorships. Nobody should want to work with somebody who has done what you did. Like, forget the normal PRN. It's the crazy, gross things you did. Nobody wants to be associated with that, and you cannot blame them, right? All right. Well, that's a lesson today. Don't do Nazi porn or kill animals for porn videos. Ding, the more you know. Everybody, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Help me get this thing louder. Subscribe to this channel, hit that little thing and be like, yeah, it is Snark Week. Mark and I are going to do another house walkthrough. It's going to be funny as F, probably, maybe, we'll see. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, or tonight, for another fireside. It's going to be dope. Let's do it.